Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Caught left side, Garcon. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Mike, 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Gun.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Mike's 59.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Get up! 180! Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Get ready.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watch the run. They're running it. Deuce.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at at the Panthers' 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Bring it. Bring it.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 50. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
Ready. Ready. Mike. Let's go one more. SOS. Hey. 20.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Newton to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
20.
Newton. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there. On the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Bears' 7-yard line.
Ready? Let's get ready. Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, check 24. Great. Hey, switch gears. Let's go. Come on. 58, boys. 58. Come on. Ready.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Back at the 11-yard line.
Set. Right at the 8. Great. Express. We got motion. Back up. Great. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, I got a cross.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Alert, 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 alert. Go, Mike 51, Mike.
Trubisky will throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
61, matchbox lights. Boom, boom. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs.
Let's go. Hey, box drop, box drop. It's 59, Mike to 59. Let's pick it up. Run. Guys, out time, let's get it.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Alert, 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 alert. Red, up. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got something. Hey, Charlie.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Mike, check.
Now it's Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Mike is ready. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Alert.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Hey, alert.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. Off to Thomas on the left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
50 yards. 180. 80. That's fast. Yeah. Mike, 58 right there. Hey, check.
On 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Play action. It's Trubisky. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Watch the safety creep.
Red, tough. Hey, alert.
Now it's Trubisky. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Red, hey, exit.
Man out. 59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. It's our field.
Behind.
Hey, it's our
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Corn Elder. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
35 shot. Mike 35.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
17-yard loss. It's 2nd down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So we come upon halftime here in this. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Good up. 180. Alert.
Let's go, heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Hey, seam 6.
Give me some. Here we go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You got nothing today.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Under 10.
First down, a run with Cohen. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They try again with Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Alert! Hey, Delta!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Trubisky. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Jet bomber. Give me 2 jet bomber.
5'9",
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Finding Gabriel complete. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears 1st down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up. Let's go.
On 1st down, Trubisky. His throw caught right around the 6. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
180.
Check back. Check your hot read.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 4 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
58, right? Mike, 58, right there. Hey! That's track. Shift.
To throw again. Newton, flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
20.
58 for Mike, 58.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter from Oakland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Down to lose 1. Check 24.
On 1st down, Cohen. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
25, check 25, check 25. Kill. Turn around.
Again, it's Cohen. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Don't get nervous.
This is Gabriel out on the left side. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible, but here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily The coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Newton. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, orbit.
Check, 59. Okay, double up. Mike, check, 59. Hey, they're scared.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing is Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. The 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 79 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. The first carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams. And some room to maneuver. But he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Alert, 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 alert.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. That's the ball. No, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So second and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run on second down with Cohen. A little juke. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know them.
And, oh, a a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And they'll indeed take a knee.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Get up! 180!
Mike's 59. We got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here? Let's go.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go down to a knee, and that will do it.